Welcome to part 8 of the Zentangle robot project, and we're going to be drawing robot number 3, and this should also be our final robot for this project, just since we have limited space, of course. But we're going to take a look at this one, and again we're going to sketch it first with a pencil, drawing a little top of our head there, and then we're going to bring some shoulders out around the outside here, down. And then we've got to create our hip area. Sort of our joints there for the legs. Again, we're just sketching this out loosely here in this instance. Very simple lines. Whoop, let me zoom in again. Bring that up a little bit so you can see it. So we're just making very simple lines, very loose. Up here we'll create little components where the arms come out. This arm will come straight down. We'll flare this out a little bit here at the base. Again, we're just creating a shape that will ink in. We're going to give this guy some big fist hands here. So we'll draw a thumb coming out like that. We'll do the same on this side. Here comes the thumb. Kind of like our protector bot or something like that. So we're going to do like that. And now we'll grab our pen, now that we've got our basic shape there, and let's ink this in. Again, you don't have to follow your pencil lines precisely, but they provide a guide for you of where everything else is going to end up. Kind of keeps you in your right shape. I actually prefer to draw directly with my ink pen, but in a case like this, it's good to practice if you haven't done that sort of thing before. Get used to where shapes are going to go, and that way if you need to erase while you're working on these different shapes and different angles, you can do that, and it makes it very simple for you to practice. Okay. You just want to put in the details that you think look interesting while following this basic guide here. There's of course no right or wrong to how you draw robots. It's all about imagination and having fun with it. And I've just tried to give you a couple different base samples that you can work with in this project, so that it might make it easier for you if you haven't drawn this kind of stuff before, or if you have, maybe you'll find this helpful or interesting in some useful way. Just giving him some big clunky feet here. Alright, almost done with the basics. Okay, now let's go up here. We'll follow this outer line, and then we're going to create a curve. Follow that outer line. Come up there. And we've created his eyes. And let's add some additional details that sort of bring him to life here. We'll follow this curve, give some dimension to it. Let's make some reflecting lines. Just very simple things here. Helps add a little bit of detail. Now let's add a little line that comes across here. Just some sort of patterns on him that might add some visual interest. We'll do the same down here. Can't have a robot that's completely smooth, right? Gotta have some kind of sense of details there. And let's add some shadow marks here, little hash marks on the inside of those boots. Like that, and maybe a little same kind of thing up along the legs here. And the arms. On this side as well. Now I know I'm kind of drawing these rather rapidly, especially if you're not used to these kinds of things, as I said. But don't worry about it. Just, you can stop the video, you can rewatch it, you can go back and forth, whatever you need to do to make it accessible for yourself there. Just stop it, take a look at the individual lines that I'm drawing, and get into the enjoyment of that whole process. I'm just adding some little indications of shadow lines across the robot's body here, and chest and legs, just so when we do a little graphite, it's going to look a little more realistic. So let's go ahead and do that. And wherever we made these shadow marks, I'm going to go ahead and add some actual graphite for a shaded look. It'll just help bring him to life a little bit, more dimension. Wherever you think there's a piece on him that might be casting a shadow, then that's where you're going to want to add some graphite that will smooth around. I'm going to make this line, since I kind of flubbed it over there in this example, I'm going to add some weight to that just to create a little more of a dimensional edge there. Alright, let's use our tortillon and smooth this out a little bit, blend it. Gonna add some reflective look to it, shadows and reflections. Kind of helps give it almost like a shiny metal look if you get it just right. But it's a lot easier than you would think to draw this sort of thing. If you just have an idea, plan, you just draw it a line at a time, as I say often. That's a common Zentangle philosophy, but it's true of any kind of art, is that we're not in a hurry. We don't try to draw the whole shape with one swoop of our pencil or pen. So we have to learn to add these items in as we go. And let's do a little floor line here, or ground line. Add just a little bit of lines down here for like a sense of shadow being cast. Makes him look like he's grounded and not just floating here in the air. kind of like that. We can even add some graphite down here. And there we have it. Another robot for us. And of course you can add as much detail or as little detail as you'd like in additional things, but this is our basic robot. So this is the third and final robot for this project. So next video we're going to start assembling our final image that we've worked on for all these parts, and there'll be at least a couple parts to that process, and we'll step you through that, and hopefully you will end up with a really fun and really unique robot drawing. Thanks again for watching.